Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas Self-Improvement Edition. Today, we're going to be diving into one of the most powerful tools, which is shifting our mindset. If you're ready to create lasting change, this one is for you. I always like to start off my mornings with gratitude. A lot of times I like to just sit down and journal. I normally will start off my gratitude with, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then I insert whatever that may be. Let me get my journal. Okay, I got my journal. Oh, by the way, I just got this at Barnes & Noble. I really like it because it's a different, plus I really like the paper. So this is what I wrote today. I'm so happy and grateful for my eyes that can see. I'm so happy and grateful for my beautiful family that God blessed me with. I'm so happy and grateful for my job that allows me to financially support my family. So pretty much I always like to start off my day with some form of gratitude. And normally when I do my gratitude, I'm also sipping on some hot tea or coffee, just depending on what I'm feeling like that day. By doing these two things I'm going to share with you, one, I just shared my gratitude journal, and the second thing is movement, moving my body. I always like to start off my mornings with gratitude and a workout. It's my way of setting the tone for the day. Today, as I was reflecting, I realized how much our mindset shapes everything in our lives. Let's talk about that. In this vlog, I'm going to be sharing with you practical tips on how to shift your mindset, starting with the small habits that make a huge difference. Stick with me, okay? So first, we're going to film this and then I'm going to get my workout in, but I'll add a couple of clips here and there, okay? Welcome to day 2. Number 1, replacing negative self-talk with powerful affirmations. Let me show you what I did. Because sharing is caring, baby. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Powerful affirmations. Let me share with you, because sharing is caring. Hey. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of examples of some of the affirmations that I have created for myself. And a lot of the times when I just want to feel really good and I want to raise my vibration, I just want to feel like super empowered. These are index cards that I just picked up at the Dollar Tree. So you can pick these up. Maybe you already have some in your drawer, but if you want to create some like this, you can just create them yourself like this. I allow myself to have more than I ever dreamed possible. I am capable of creating and building a successful brand that is profitably earning over dollars a year. My energy is open and flowing in every area of my life. You need to be clear about what you want. Begin to do the things that you can do right now as if you have all the money you need. Or money flows in my life. I am prosperous. I become magnetic from my heart. You can begin to do what you want without the credentials you think you need. A lot of times we will stop and not really pursue our goals and our dreams because we think that everything needs to be perfect. This affirmation card for me is just a friendly reminder. Girl, just start. Stop waiting, stop procrastinating, and just start. So by using little cards like this and making them and turning them into affirmation cards like this where it says I am capable, isn't that beautiful? Creating affirmation cards will be a complete game changer for you, and you can create as many as you want. Number 2, surrounding yourself with positive influence. If you guys are wanting to really make a mindset shift, you could find people on the internet. My first mentor when I first got into personal development was Mr. Jim Rohn. Maybe some of you guys have heard of him, but if you haven't, just look him up. He's an older man that really speaks life into you. He talks about so many different things, the importance of taking care of your body, having a 9 to 5. And while you're having your 9 to 5, you could also be working on your business, something that you truly want. And it is okay to have a 9 to 5 and still pursue your passion on the side. You can do it before work, you can do it after work, but he talks to you a little bit and gives you the belief that you are capable of doing it. So when I was in one of the darkest moments of my life after losing my mom and going through that bad separation, he actually became the gentleman that I would go to bed with. And I mean, like, because I would listen to the audio and I would wake up in the morning listening to it as well. And then I started hearing about other motivational speakers, people like Eric Thomas, and then I heard about Dave Ramsey because I was also on that journey of wanting to repair my credit, not knowing where to start at. There's just so much information today on the internet that you could literally change your mindset exactly from where you are at right now. I started to journal, and journaling was one of the biggest things that really allowed me to reflect and also allow me to like let go of what I was holding on to really be able to identify what I really wanted to work on. Okay, number 3, visualizing your goals daily. I talked a little bit about this yesterday in yesterday's video, so if you haven't seen that, you can go back to day 1 of the Vlogmas. I carry this journal with me every day. It goes with me in my purse because whenever I just feel like journaling something or writing an aha moment or an idea that comes to me, I put it in here, and she's almost full, okay? She's almost full. But another way that we could actually visualize our goals daily is also by like what I talked about in yesterday's video, which is about creating that vision board and adding it to your screensaver screensaver. You can also add this same vision board to your iPad, your laptop, your desktop. It's kind of like your friendly reminder. It's another way is by having like a little mini vision board somewhere in your room where it's not that big, but it's somewhere where every day you can remind yourself of what you're working towards. I think it's super important because it's very easy to set goals, but then to keep those goals right here up front isn't easy for everybody. So if you're like me and you're like, oh yeah, I remember I set that goal, and you're not working on it, this is another way for you to visualize your goals and to start manifesting your goals as well. I know that for me, like meditation is really hard. I do have a little bit of a busy brain. It's really sometimes hard for me to quiet my brain. So by me seeing my goals and also by doing these affirmation cards, it's really helped me with changing my mindset. So I hope that that works for you too. Let's move on. Number 4, start a journal. That way you could track your progress. In this journal right here, this is my go-to everywhere with me journal. I love this journal. This journal brings me so much joy. When I first got this journal, I was like, should it be a scrapbooking journal? What should it be? But I have been able to use this journal to track so many different areas of my life. Let me show you how I track my progress. There's a couple of them, like my debt-free journey. I also track different things like my gratitude. I write different little notes of like things that have happened, my fitness journey as well. We've made so much progress. I've tracked a lot of different things in this beautiful journal, which I am so grateful for. Every time I open this journal, it just brings me joy and happiness. So let me share with you guys exactly what I started to do that really took my mindset to the next level, because not only by seeing it and tracking it, but also being able to create those goals for you to actually track your progress. There's so much in here. I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, this journal just brings me so much joy. And we're already at the end of the journal. Starting a journal to track your progress, and I just want to share. So in this photo right here, I wrote a letter. In this photo right here, I wrote a letter to myself on my birthday, and I took a photo of what I look like. And the reason why this is so important for you to track your progress and just to be able to journal, scrapbook journaling, junk book journaling. I love scrapbooking. Oh, I love it. It just brings me so much. It just brings me so much joy. I remember taking this photo, and this day on my birthday, I actually went to Aritzia and I bought myself some clothes. And I'm like, these are gonna be my goal jeans. And if I would have never tracked this progress and taken this photo of like what I look like right here, I would never be able to realize like how much progress I have already made. So a lot of times we think that just by getting on the scale, it's the only way to track our progress. No, photos is another way to track your progress. Your mindset could also be tracked on based on when you start your journal, and then you will see the growth that you have. At first you're like, what do I write about, or what do I journal about? And then one day you'll just be like, oh my gosh, this is like literally, it's like your therapist. Your journal becomes like your therapist. Like you could let it all out here. You can get so creative. I also wrote like different things like this. I'll just put screenshot of this. So put a screenshot of this page. And I just wrote, today I'm so happy and grateful for everything. I was able to feed my family, talk with all of my kids, and make bacon wraps, hot dogs, and they were so good. Today I went on my 3rd hike in a week. I decided to not open up curbside today. Enjoy my day off. I was able to take a video and capture the photos down below with my handy dandy tripod. I worked out and I burned 607 calories. It was so nice. I am really enjoying getting out of my comfort zone. I am grateful for everything. Having that attitude of gratitude, baby. Okay, so let's get into how I break down my goals. Oh, and also this is a new one that I'm creating. So for everybody on my YouTube channel, I am actually going to be screenshotting the comments, and I am going to put I wrote on here, comments that keep me going. So I even dedicated a whole page for you guys as well. It's gonna be more than a page because I do have a good amount of beautiful comments. Okay, so let's go really quick on here, and then let's go into how I set up my journal for the month. Health, okay? And this is a way that I'm going to be able to track my progress. The first one I wrote is start and eat healthier under health. So 3 things. Number 2, create a workout plan. Number 3, get more rest, okay? And by the way, I didn't get a lot of rest yesterday, but that's okay. We are here and we are staying on track with our goals. Number 2, I put family. Monthly barbecues, more home cooked meals, and family time. Number 3, fitness. Weigh yourself. I did. Take measurements. I also did that. And number 3, and the third one in this category under fitness is be honest with yourself. The next one is finances. To budget. Number 2, stop overspending. Number 3, to send a large car payment. So these are the goals that I have. Underneath home, I wrote take out clothes because I still have more clothes I want to donate. This is another way I'm tracking progress. The second thing under home, I put clear out hallway. I have a bunch of things that I need to go drop off this week at the donation spot. And the last one was to get rid of pots and pans that I no longer need. I really want to start decluttering all the cabinets, things that I haven't been using. I want to just clear everything out before the new year. I also have different goals here, which is my YouTube goals. That's my main focus this year, is really, well, we're at the end of the year, but growing my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, it makes me so happy. So this is another way that I track my progress. Moving on to number 5. And number 5, as we close out this video for day number 2. This is so important. Practice gratitude from where you are at right now. This may be one of the hardest ones, and sometimes for some of us, it may be one of the challenging ones, because I think that in this world that we live in today, it's kind of like a microwavable world where we have this goal and we put it in the microwave and we think it should be done in 30 seconds. It doesn't work that way, babe. It does not work that way. Sometimes we will not know how to be grateful for where we're at. But there's so many blessings. If you think of yourself right now, there's things that you were praying for a couple of years ago, or even maybe a couple of months ago. There's so much stuff to be grateful for. And when you have the attitude of gratitude, it is unbelievable how things just start flowing to you. One of my biggest secrets, which I'm going to share with you guys today on the internet, is having a gratitude for even the people who hurt me. All of them. I know that sounds a little bit wild, but hear me out, please. When you forgive people and you have the attitude of gratitude, you actually are freeing yourself for you to be able to allow joy, love, peace, happiness, abundance, all that good stuff into your life. A lot of times when we're holding on to grudges and we're not having that attitude of gratitude and not being grateful for where we are at right now, we forget all the blessings that we have around us. Some of us are so blessed to be able to sleep in a bed that's so warm, or to even have blankets to cover up at night, or to be able to open up the refrigerator and there be some form of food. When I talk to you about the attitude of gratitude, is because there was times that I would open our refrigerator growing up and there would not be any food. I realized that coming from a heart of gratitude, it's taken me so far in life. For the breakups that I've had, having an attitude of gratitude and saying, I don't know why he chose to leave me, but I'm grateful for the time I had. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful that everything I learned, but I'm also grateful because by going through that hard experience, but switching it into something negative and turning the pain into power, I realized that there was a reason why he needed to separate himself from me. That way I can grow in so many other areas of my life. Having the attitude of gratitude is also when you are like, wow, thank you for allowing me to pay this bill. One of the ways that I actually got out of debt was by every time I made a payment, I would write, thank you, thank you, thank you, paid in full. The bill wasn't even paid in full, but I was already programming it that it was gonna get paid in full, but I was giving thanks for the amount of money that I was even able to make. And sometimes it was just the minimum payment. When I went through that hard experience that I was telling you that, it was a really hard thing that I went through, and that video is, story time is in the video from yesterday, Vlogmas day 1. At first I cried. And I'm like, but how is this happening? But then I said, Raquel, attitude of gratitude. I'm so grateful that that happened for me because there was a reason why I didn't need to be there. Attitude of gratitude. The other thing is that I had asked for a raise, and sometimes it's really hard to have that attitude of gratitude when things don't go your way, but I got turned down for my raise. And I'm like, but the amount of work I've been doing and the value I bring and the numbers and all this stuff, right? Why did I have that attitude of gratitude? Let me tell you why. If I would have got that raise that I asked for, I wouldn't be here filming these videos for you. Let me explain. And what God revealed to me was that if I would have allowed them to give you the raise, you wouldn't do what I've called you to do. Attitude of gratitude. He has something so much bigger for me. If he would have given me the raise, I would have been so comfortable to stay there and not go with what I have been led to do. Attitude of gratitude. So yes, sometimes in the darkest moments of your life, you will not want to have maybe that gratitude. You may be really upset at that person, and it may take time. But I want you to understand that by having the attitude of gratitude, you will continue to allow blessings to flow into your life. Don't block your own blessings. Having the attitude of gratitude has taken me so far in life, from being a single mom, home in foreclosure, to just saying, okay, God, if you're gonna take this from me, I'm just grateful for the time that you allowed me to be here. And then out of nowhere, the money came in for me to get my house and pull it out of foreclosure. Attitude of gratitude. But if I would have had the attitude of like, life sucks, everything's hard, everyone's against me, da 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 da, would I have received that blessing? I don't know, but I know that having a heart full of gratitude will take you so much farther than having a heart of hate, disruption, pain, ugliness. And we all go through pain. Like I said, I've gone through some hard things in life. But even the loss of my mom, when at one moment I was really mad at God, and I'm like, how could you have taken her from me? She was the only thing that I had. I had to have the attitude of gratitude and say, God is in control. Only He knows what my mom used to pray to Him. Only Him and her know the conversations that they used to have. And I have to have the attitude of gratitude for the years that God gave me her. So yeah, is it hard during the holidays when you don't have your loved ones? It is. But we always have to find the joy and the gratitude of what they left for us. She's the one that taught me about God. She's the one that told me, Rocky, pray before you go to bed. Attitude of gratitude. And in the darkest moments of my life, I've always gone back to, Lord, guide me, lead me. She would always tell me, Rocky, ask God. Not always. She told me the night before she passed away, Rocky, if you only knew how much I love you. If you only knew how much I love you. Please, Rocky, pray Psalms 23. Promise me that you're not going to go to bed without praying tonight. You deserve a man to put you and have you on a pedestal. Please promise me that you will pray before you go to bed. And those were her last words to me. Attitude of gratitude. I am so grateful for that, because she told me, make sure that you ask God for guidance. I didn't know that those were going to be her last words to me. Me and my mom were like this. She's my best friend. She's still my best friend. But having that attitude of gratitude and allowing those words to be in my toolbox for whenever I feel like I don't have that attitude of gratitude, I think back to my mom telling me, ask God for guidance. And it always leads me back to an attitude of gratitude. And that wraps up day 2 of the Glow Up Self-Improvement Vlogmas. Today we talked about shifting our mindset and building the belief that you are capable of creating the life you desire. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality, so make them empowering and very intentional. Tonight, I challenge you to take a moment and to reflect on the mind shifts we covered and start implementing them into your daily life. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. Now on day 3, you guys, we are diving into time management. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make the most out of every day. Thank you so very much for spending your time with me. Let's keep growing together. I will see you back here tomorrow for day 3. Stay positive, stay intentional, and keep believing in yourself. God, goals, glory, and growing. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. These are just regular, what are these called? Whatever these are called. They have these things right here.